And we don't deal with sleep deprivation that often because if you're like me, it's like you don't want anybody to think that you're not okay, that you're not getting enough rest. Even the Exxon oil spill that happened in Prince William Sound, we see that spill, and we see that the third mate who was responsible for guiding the ship back to its destination had not slept in 24 hours. So your dexterity, your cognitive skills, all of those things that are important in making a decision are impaired when you're sleep deprived. And that's one of the greatest natural disasters in the history of the United States. And there's another incident, and I want you to just see the impact of sleep deprivation as we get into the Word and understand the importance of sleep. You know, Jesus took time to rest and sleep. And for some reason, as human beings, we don't find that necessary. And you take the Space Shuttle Challenger explosion. We are told oftentimes about the mechanical defect. But we're not often explained that those people were working 16-hour shifts. The workers, the supervisors, they all had gone home about 1 a.m. the day before the flight, after working an 18-hour shift the day before, getting 2 hours rest, and then allowing that Challenger to go off, and you saw that magnificent explosion. Now, just imagine if their cognitive skills, if their dexterity, and all of their capacities were present, those little things that you miss, you usually catch. And that's why it's so important for you and I to realize that sleep deprivation impacts our cognitive skills. Sleep deprivation impacts our cognitive processes. Sleep deprivation slows down our reaction time. Sleep deprivation will oftentimes lead to consequential accidents and mishaps in our lives. But we don't talk about that. And I know for a long time I didn't talk about it. I thought like the first mate on the Exxon Valdez, when he testified before Congress, that 16-hour work days were normal. But no. You see, in that Sabbath day God gives us, he's telling us to take that day as a day of rest, worship, and praise. But also within those 24 hours that he gives us, we know that you need a minimum of 8 hours of sleep to function correctly. And we were talking yesterday at the little family event, and we were talking, and one of the people that were there told me, man, I just work on 4 or 5 hours a day. I work on 4 or 5 hours a day. And I said, man, you know, you're going to have some cognitive dissonance there. Eventually, the lack of sleep is going to have an impact on you. Now, for the life of me, I don't understand why we are so uncomfortable with talking about that, because sleep deprivation is going to impact your job, your family, your business, your relationships. Oftentimes, it leads to hostile responses to people because you become irritable, you become frustrated. And we don't know why these things are occurring, because it has become normal for us not to get adequate sleep. And that's why we want to look at this morning that even the God-man took time to rest. Jesus took time to rest.
Hi, this is Lady Gwen Jones, and we would like to thank you for watching Bethesda House of Prayer TV. Please subscribe to our YouTube channel at Bethesda House of Prayer TV and follow us on Facebook at Bethesda House of Prayer. Thank you, and may God continue to bless
you. We want to thank you for being with us today. If this message has been a blessing to you and your family, we encourage you to make a donation to keep this broadcast on air. You can make your donations by going to BethesdaApostolichouseofPrayer.com on our secure website, or Givelify app where you can make your donation to keep this broadcast on the air. Please remember, your tithes go to your local church, but your offerings can go to where you're being fed. And as we continue on our journey, remember this. 2 Corinthians 5 and 7 tells us that we walk by faith, not by sight.